Start streaming. Okay. Dude, what in the world? This is so dumb. Okay, we're back, maybe? I don't even know what's going on. Jesus. Okay. I don't know. My internet died, or my power went out for like half a second, and then it took way too long for my computer to turn back on. But we're back. Yay. It didn't save any of the stuff that I was just doing, but it saved most of it, so I don't care. I'm just glad that it worked at all. Bleh. My heart skipped a beat for a second, but we're chilling. Okay. I'm gonna turn my light back on because I turned it off. It turned off when the power went off. Turn on, you thing. Yay! It's on now. Now you can see me. Okay. Let's. Okay. I'm not playing music anymore because I think that might have been part of it. Yeah. What were you even asking me? I was in the middle of answering something and I don't even remember what it was. Alright, let's copy the same image and redo it. Redoing it. Oh, yeah. I think Fern was okay. I think Fern was done well. I don't know. I don't think there's much more that you can even do with him, really. Especially because they, killed him and stuff. Him being dead really hurts any chance of that. Unless they're doing some Fern stuff with Fiona and Cake. Hello? Now my pin doesn't work? Oh, it's back. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the characters had their story done in the original show. Like, I don't think there's really much for most of them to be able to do, really. I think the only reason Simon made sense was because he was the only character that really didn't get a conclusion other than he's no longer Ice King, which is stupid. Like, that is a terrible conclusion for that character. Because, yeah, like, that's what he wanted to, he wanted to be not Ice King anymore, but, like, he's not living in the time that makes sense for him anymore, which is what that whole season was about. But, yeah. And Huntress Wizard, I think, I don't feel like Huntress Wizard needed a season to herself either, to be honest. I don't think anything that's happening in it right now really. Maybe it'll make more sense later, but it doesn't feel like it's something that needed to happen in the same way Simon. Like, I think Simon was really the only character that actually needed one, to be honest. But what I really want from Adventure Time is Distant Lands episodes. They should just make those. I don't even, like, if Fiona and Cake's cool, like, I'm not saying it's bad or anything, But I really would just prefer random episodes. Like Fiona and Cake feels like one of the specials, like Steaks or whatever, where it's like a string of episodes that are related because that's what it is, which is fine. But I think Adventure Time is best when each episode is kind of its own thing, which is why Distant Lands I think would be a better output for that. I think. Imagine a Fiona and Cake season. Yeah, no, but yeah, I feel like Fiona is like the main character. I feel like Fiona is definitely the main character, and then it's kind of like it's kind of like the Spider-Man movies, the MCU Spider-Man movies, where it's like this is a Spider-Man movie, through and through. This is for Spider-Man, but also like Iron Man's there. Like that's what they feel like to me. I was always really sad that Fiona and Cake was not a Fiona and Cake like adventure. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like what am I trying to say? It doesn't feel like an Adventure Time show in a lot of ways. Cuz it doesn't have any of the cool stuff that makes Adventure Time cool. Someone might misinterpret that as me going, the show was about a boy and a dog, and now it's got, you know, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not like an adventure show anymore, or a lot of it isn't. Especially this season. This season so far has not really been anything. I feel like the first 3 episodes of last season, um, except for the first one where it was just Fiona in Fiona World, but all the other two from the first 3 were all like Adventure Time related. Um, and then after that it got Adventure. This season it does not feel like it's gotten to that point. Not like last season the first 3 episodes all felt like setup, but the second one and the third one felt like Adventure Time stuff, whereas the first one didn't. And then this season it's like none of it's really Adventure Time stuff, really, but it doesn't feel like we're setting things up. It hasn't felt like we're setting things up since the first episode to me. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Simon was a protagonist. Like that's not deniable, but he wasn't like the main character. He was like a side character within the show, kinda. It was much more about Fiona and Cake, in my opinion. Yeah, like he's definitely a protagonist. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it feels more like he's tagging along rather than. And same with Huntress Wizard. I know you. I guess you haven't watched the latest episode, um, but yeah, it doesn't feel like. It doesn't feel like they're main characters. It feels like they're just kind of here. They're just hanging out. Yeah, but I want to know what the movie is. What do you think the movie's going to be about? I think I'm more interested in what the movie's going to be than anything. Okay, we're back where we were before the stream died. Imagine Rebecca makes another musical. An Adventure Time musical? Is that what you're saying? I'd be kind of down, but I think Adventure Time fans would not like that, though. I think a lot of Adventure Time fans are not a fan of Rebecca Sugar stuff, which is really weird because a lot of her stuff is the best stuff in the show. Or it's the start of the best stuff, that kind of thing. Like, I'm pretty sure it was her idea for Marceline and Bubblegum to be a thing, and Fiona and Cake was her idea, like, all that stuff. It's gonna be like the Steven Universe movie where it's just the whole show again in one movie instead. I like that movie though. So don't kill me for that take. Does that even look good at all? Nope, not really. What does her hair even look like in that picture? Okay, here's what we're looking for. Yeah. So it should look like this. That makes way more sense. Wow, that doesn't look very good, but that's what I'm going for. That's fine. That looks fine. Where are you taking that information? Wait, I thought she was the one that came up with that. Maybe I'm wrong. She did come up with Fiona and Cake, though. I know that one's true. She came up with a lot of stuff. She also wrote all the songs, which I know Adventure Time fans are weird about songs. I personally don't like that they beat Gulb with a song. I thought that was dumb. Good song. Didn't really make any sense though. Yeah, a lot of the like the best parts of the show are because of her. A lot. Oh, whoops. Yep. Yeah, we hate Nick A30 in this house. And if you don't, you can get out. I've been a Nick A30 hater day one, buddy. Day zero. Ever since I found out about him, I hated him. Do you have noties on? Nope. I just happened to be on Twitter for like 1 second to post that the stream was back up, and saw it. Felt like an excuse. I kept up with the moment on how to defeat it. Yeah, it felt like one of those things where they needed Simon to win in the last episode. They needed to have his arc finish in the last episode because all of the characters, I feel like they designed that, just that season in general, to have all of the main cast. So Flame Princess, Lemon Grab, Fern, Finn, Jake, PB, Marceline, Ice King, Betty, I guess, sorta, etc. have their arcs finished because all their arcs take place over the course of the whole show. So they kind of wanted them to be not necessarily finished, but like to a stopping point because this was the end for them at that point. Yeah, they should do a Golb episode. They should do a Golb season. Yeah. But like the thing is like you can't use Golb. Golb is such a nothing. He's literally nothing. He works so much better as a character that doesn't do anything, I think. It's just kind of there. I don't know, this looks fine. Whatever. Oh wow, I suck at doing stuff? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh wow, I really suck at doing stuff. Look at how bad I am at doing stuff. Look at this. Thank God I didn't do it over here. Oh, I did a little bit. It's fine though. Like how they decided not to make the Lich the final. Yeah, I think it was a good thing to not make the Lich. I don't think that the Lich needed to be. Yeah, but then they made him the final villain. Yeah, in Distant Lands. I think that's why Distant Lands doesn't really work, is because that episode is really good up until the Lich is just in it again for no reason. Um, and um, and then there's just another episode after that for no reason, also, which is dumb. Whoops. Yay, we got our little emoticon thing. Whoops. I got a lot to read. I was focusing. Rivals trailer. I don't care. Huh? No, I think Gold works as a character that doesn't do anything because he's like this ominous presence that just exists. He's just like a force of nature. Yeah, Lich was definitely fan service. And then they used him a lot in, or I guess her, I guess now, Gold Betty. Gold Betty is a it's interesting because I think it works better with Gold Betty because it's a character that is now this force of nature because Golb is not a character. Yeah, man. Lich works so much better in Fiona and Cake for sure. For sure. A DC mini season. I do think we need a DC season just in general. For sure. That Fortnite game mode is not the Disney game mode. That Disney thing is not the Fortnite game mode. It's just a crappy UEFN thing they threw together in like a month. That is not the game mode. I think a lot of people think it is the game mode, and it's making it look really bad. Okay, let's look at. Do I have a Fortnite Battle Pass? Simpsons Battle Pass. Open. I just need like the Battle Pass as a on a website so I can like look at it. Okay, here we go. So we can throw an emote on this page. I'm trying to follow the Marge page fairly closely. And I'm just going to use that as what I do for all of them. I might put them in different orders, but it'll be on the same page. So we have a pickaxe, we have a back bling, we have an emoticon. Okay, we need a spray. We need a spray. I don't know what you're talking about. Axolotl and Gravity Falls. I don't know what you're talking about. Is there anything spray worthy for this? What even makes sense as a spray for her? Oh wait, I actually know exactly what I want to do. I just gotta find a good picture of her to use. Here we go. This is literally perfect. Wait a second. Watch the genius at work. Watch as the reputable Jeff Ramsey or whatever his name is. Is this erasing everything? Nah, it's good. We're good. Okay, we can do this by hand now. We can do it by hand now, guys. Don't worry. How many Fortnite mirrors do you think we will see in? I don't know what DDLC is. I don't know anything. Yeah, we definitely need a DC season. I definitely agree with you. I was gonna do a DC season, I just didn't. So here we are with me not doing it. Doing an Adventure Time 1 instead. You don't know the axolotl? Nah. Nah, I don't know the axolotl. I might have known it at the time. I don't really know what you're talking about now, though. Okay. I'm gonna just use. I'm gonna just scale what in the world? A dipper in the diaper. That would actually be a good one for Fiona, since I'm gonna be doing. Since I'm gonna be doing Fiona. A Toy Story season could be cool, maybe. I think we're definitely gonna get more of these, like a lot more of these. I don't think the Star Wars one did very well, exclusively because it was Star Wars, honest to God. I think people are tired of Star Wars Fortnite stuff. I think that's why it didn't do very good. And I think me and everyone else that was using that as, evidence that it was whatever, I think that was wrong. I think we were wrong to think that. And it was literally just because it was Star Wars. Yeah, I think Toy Story would be cool. Okay, here's the idea. Here's the brilliant idea. If I can type. If I know how to type. Wow, there isn't like a good image of this. Okay, I guess this is the image we're gonna use. Yeah, I really do think that Star Wars was just a bad pick. I think it's just a bad pick because it's because of what you're saying. It is like every time they do it, it's just the same like sci-fi aesthetic, which is fine, but it feels like it's the same thing, and so nobody cares. And they do it every year, so it doesn't feel special. But like Simpsons, it's like, oh, this is never coming back, even if it is coming back, which it probably will. Fortnite just put license. Yeah. It's and I think people know that it's like, okay, it's just lightsabers, and that was what it was. There wasn't very many cool new things. Like it had the new loot pool, but like the loot pool doesn't change much, even if the guns are completely different guns and they look completely different and they sound completely different and technically have different stats. They don't feel different. The majority of people aren't gonna feel the difference, and that's important. Even though it's lasers and they don't have to reload or whatever, and they don't take ammo, it doesn't feel different, and that's important. Even though they were different, they were quite different actually, but I don't think the majority of people would have even noticed. Or if they did notice, they hated it. Everyone that I talked to that noticed it hated it, so yeah, that's why I'm doing Adventure Time, because I think you have to pick I think for these you have to pick one series. I don't think it works to do a broad like, let's do Cartoon Network. Okay, well then you're leaving out a bunch of stuff because they're only gonna do 2 or 3 battle pass skins that are actually a part of the theme, that are actually from the series. So if you do all of Cartoon Network, you're left with almost nothing. And and you're going to pick the popular ones. So you're probably going to pick an Adventure Time rep. You're probably going to pick whatever, something they have on the air right now. I don't even know. And then what? And then what? Like, you're going to make a lot of people mad. So it just makes more sense to not do that. SpongeBob season would be fire, dude. This is what I'm talking about. You pick an IP, it almost will always work. Smiling Friend season. Smiling Friend season. Okay. I really do think a SpongeBob season would be the best one to do. You know what? I'm actually not even going to draw this. I'm just going to be lazy and do this. And watch, it doesn't line up, but watch this. And then it magically lines up, kinda. Alright, good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect anyway. So then we're gonna set it on fire. And I'm lazy, so we won't make it ourselves. We'll just steal it from somewhere. You know what? You know where we're gonna steal it from? We're gonna steal it right off of Flame Princess's head. This one. Yeah, I think Toy Story would be the best one to do if you're gonna pick a Disney IP. I did like the Disney Princesses idea though. I think that was really cool. That would be a cool one. This is not gonna look good. Yeah, this is just not gonna look good. Okay. Let's just do this. Because even being lazy doesn't work sometimes. I don't know. I think what they need to do is not choose exclusively Disney, because I think that's where they're gonna be messing up. But I guess we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes, I guess. I think they will pretty exclusively use Disney, which really does stink. There's no real good reason to do it like that. Other than just Disney is forcing them to, basically. Yeah, that's really the only thing. I think the mini season idea is really cool, and I think that Disney has a lot of IP that are diverse and different. Like obviously, The Simpsons is very different from what you would think of as being Disney, but that doesn't mean that they're all like that. The popular ones aren't usually. So we're gonna be seeing probably a lot of Marvel and Star Wars stuff, which is really stupid. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Because like I think like a Disney princess season or like a Toy Story season or like any Pixar thing is gonna feel very different from The Simpsons, but it's not gonna be like they're not all like that. You're gonna get a lot of similarity stuff because Disney's mostly a family company, which means it's mostly for little kids, and that also means that they're mostly all very samey. It's very samey stuff, which is okay, but yeah. I wouldn't even mind it if it was just Disney, as long as they could somehow make every single one be very different. Which I just don't see that being a thing. Anyway, there it is. There's your thing. I about died. Cool. There it is. Look at that. It looks cool. I gotta fix that, but that's fine. Gravity Falls season, yeah. Dipper, see, I think Dipper and Mabel putting them in some sort of like magical, mystical, whatever mech would be cool. Or like using the Mystery Shack mech as their mech. They like sit on top of it. Like they're the head hitbox and they sit on top of it. Yeah, it's big. They'd be kind of small though, probably, but it would be okay. They're kind of small in the show. Like standing next to Grunkle Stan, they're pretty small. And Grunkle Stan would be like the size of a skin, so. I'm now looking this up. Yeah, dude, look. They're literally the size of the head. Wait. They're literally the size of his head. You have them sitting on top of the Mystery Shack. The Mystery Shack mech. Why is there not a good image of this? Okay, I guess this is the best image that exists of this. You have them sitting on top of that. Like it's literally perfect. Because it doesn't have a head. So they sit on top of it and they're the head. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. This is what I'm talking about. Like, mechs are cool. They just gotta do them right. Like, using small characters as mechs can work. They just don't do it. Yeah, and it's actually a thing from the show. Yeah. They just don't do them right. Every one that they've done is terrible. And it's only terrible because they're just not trying, basically. I might have to do that. I might have to mock that up later. And then I also found my Phineas and Ferb thing. I also thought I deleted it, but I found it. This is what that looks like. I was gonna do one of these as a season, and I might do that, but I'll be saving that for summer, even if I make it now. But like this is at least like this is how you should be doing mechs, I think, majority of the time. mech characters. A dude like with limb extenders, I think, is always better. Okay, bye Phineas. You're going back into the void. Way too many layers on that guy. I spent forever on that, and it took a really long time. And it has a lot of layers, and it lags my computer just having it open, so. Okay, what's next on the Marge Battle Pass? Oh, an emote. Okay. Is there like a PNG of this? I don't have to do anything. Nah, there wouldn't be. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't make it easy for me. The thing is anytime she's rapping, she's in different clothes, so I'll have to probably redo the. I'll just have to redraw over it regardless. But something like this is probably what either this one or this one. I'll probably go with this one. We'll do that later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. What do you think about a mini season with Disney villains? I think you have to pick one series. I don't think you can do like Disney princesses is a little different, but I don't think Disney villains would work. Also, they've already done a good majority of them anyway. Milo Murphy is the secret skin of the Phineas and Ferb season. This guy's thinking like me, dude. This guy's thinking like me right now. Yeah. I was thinking like Phineas and Ferb are one skin. So it's like Phineas and Ferb are styles of each other. And then you do like Perry probably or Doofenshmirtz, and then you do one of those other ones. Disney skins already flopped. Yeah, Disney villains are not cool. I do not care about them at all. They haven't added Syndrome, so I don't care. Anyway, thoughts on the 7 coming back? Yeah. Phineas has the beak, but I don't really like the beak. You could do like Phineas is a style, or Phineas is like the main style. Ferb is the secondary style, and then the beak is like in the bonus section. You could do something like that. I would be okay with something like that, but I don't think you can. You never in a million trillion billion years should ever put the beak in the game and not Phineas and Ferb as their own guys. You can't do that. That would be like putting Penny Parker in the game instead of Peter Parker Spider-Man. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Doing like Penny Parker mech instead of Peter Parker, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like a different guy. Yeah, you could do a Disney villain season, but it would suck and nobody would play it, and nobody would like it. I think that's another thing in general, is like that's kind of what I was saying, is like if you do such a broad theme, it doesn't work. You have to pick a series. Disney princesses might be the only other thing, as long as you're putting like the princes in there too, because you can't. I don't think you can do it. I don't think in a million years you can do a battle pass with not multiple different gendered characters in it. It will instantly flop. Also, Fortnite's a male-dominated game, so that season would probably flop anyway. But I'm talking more about like if it would actually be a good season or not. How can I not like this idea? I think that it's too broad of an idea. I don't think people would enjoy it. I don't think any season that. I think if you're gonna do a mini season or even like a main season that's IP driven, you can't do a broad theme. It has to be a specific thing. Yeah, Flynn, Rider. Yeah, you can like there's princes and like other characters you can do. Okay, we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna stick this one in the slot for it, and we'll come back to it later. But that's our emote. Okay, so we will come back to that. So this is page 1 plus an emote. I need to make like a file where it has all of the elements that I've made on it or something. Can we use this for that? It just makes my life a lot easier. Last time I did one of these, it sucked and took forever to do. So this is how we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna change anything. It's just gonna stay there. Just gonna paste it over there. Flamebow. I gotta find Flamebow again. I didn't keep a big version of him. Do we do blue Flamebow? That was a thing, right? Blue Flamebow was a thing, right? Pickaxe. Back bling. Wreck-It Ralph season. Yes, yes. We're thinking with portals now. We're thinking with portals now. Let's go. I don't think the villains are a bad thing to put into Fortnite, but I think that they need to not put them in there as much is the only thing. I don't think as a whole season it would work or anything. That kind of deal. We don't have a built-in emote for her. Oh, I was thinking she would work like Marge because her hair is so tall. So she'd have a style where her hair, where she's like been doused with water and her hair's down. But I don't know if I'll actually add that or not, or I'll just say it in the video and pretend like I am doing it. I think they might do a third Wreck-It Ralph. It'll just be a while. I think that they realized that nobody liked that second one, and they'll probably do another one, just for funsies. Where's my mouse? There it is. What? Oh, there we go. Oh, it is massive. Okay. Yeah, I can type. Okay. Okay, that's everything, I think. Because I'm not going to take that over there. Okay. Flame Princess page 1. Done. How long did that take? Forever. No, that wasn't that bad. Page 2 will be easier because it's not as many things. The glider. Are we going to do the dog or are we going to do her dragon form? What do you think? I think the dragon would actually make more sense. Yeah, Marvel seasons would work better if they focused on a single character. I totally agree. Do 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 do. I don't know. There's not really good pictures of this. Not very many pictures of this. There's this one, but I think this is somebody's artwork, and I don't want to just steal it. I don't know. What are we thinking? Would you want the whole map? Dude, the whole map is... Okay, let me explain this real quick. Just because I think this is an important bit of this. Adventure Time. Ooh. So... Ooh looks a little something like this. This is the element version of it, but whatever. It looks something like this. And the way that Ooh works in the show is it's a lot like most cartoons where there's a map of it and there's some, there's places that exist in it, like the Ice Kingdom or the Candy Kingdom or the Treehouse or whatever. But they're not always in the same spot, and it's kind of amorphously big as they want it to be, and it has as many locations on it as they want it to be. So it would literally just be Ooh. It would just be Ooh, exactly like this. But it would be the size of a Fortnite map. It wouldn't be massively huge like it is in sometimes. I think that's the good thing about it, the Adventure Time map, is it literally doesn't need to be it can be as big or as small as the show wants it to be, and so you just make it as big as the Fortnite map, and then boom, there you go. And you can just say, oh well, whatever. Instead of it being like the Simpsons seasons where it's like merged Springfield with an island, it's just that's it right there. Basically, more or less. The dog. Well, I was gonna use the dragon just because I thought it would look cool. It would make more sense as a flying thing, but we can look for the dog instead. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna be a sidekick. I've changed my mind. He is a sidekick. He's the sidekick. Oh my god. He's a sidekick now, guys. I can't take it back. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? My roster for a Cartoon Network collab. Yeah, but the problem is if you do a Cartoon Network collab, you miss out on so much. You might as well just do one series at a time. And if they don't get one, then they don't get one. But I'd rather them not get one at all than just have the main character and no one else. Yeah, I know he has a big form. I was just saying, what if he's just a little dude? I'm not finding the version I wanted. I'm not seeing like a good picture of like the big one. There's like a medium size one. That's not even the one though. This is a different guy. This is a different dude entirely. Adventure Time. Flame Dog. Yeah, this is what... Oh, no, that is the same dude. No, it is the same dude. I think. I don't even know. It's not this dude, right? It's not this. This is not him. This is a different dog. No, I guess that is him. It just looks really weird in that picture. Okay. I'm trying to find one that's, like, looking the right way. Yeah, that's what I've been looking. But it gave me, like, a really weird... And, like, this is him, but it just looks really weird in this picture. This is not what he normally looks like. I'm looking for like this, but I don't. But it has cinnamon bun on it, so it makes it really difficult. Probably just take this picture and just erase cinnamon bun off of it, honestly, and then maybe change it red. Or it could just have cinnamon bun on it. Whatever. Why not? He's not in the way, I guess. She'd be standing like here instead of in the middle, but that's okay. Yeah, just have him there. He's just there. Like whatever. That's why he showed up. Was because Cinnamon Bun brought him. Why not? I'd have to fix this. It would probably be easier just to erase him, actually. It would be easier to just erase Cinnamon Bun, but whatever. I'll leave him. I'll probably change this to red, though, because he's not normally blue. Remember when secret skins were secret? I think that they should bring that back. They should put IP skins in there and not tell us what they're going to be. I genuinely think that that's what they should do. Because it's usually only like 2 or 3 weeks anyway. It used to be like all the way to the end of the season, but now it's only like 2 or 3 weeks. So. Yeah, you're getting too broad with the concepts, I think. Because if you do 80s cartoon, you're missing out on everything. You can't have infinite skins in the battle pass. So you're missing out on so much stuff. You got to pick one guy. You got to pick a guy. You got to pick a series. I just don't think you can do such a broad topic. It just doesn't work. I mean, I guess it could work, but you'd have to do, I don't know, you'd have to do a lot to make it work. And I think a lot of people would be upset. I think it's easier to make a group of people upset that their cartoon did not get picked than to have their cartoon get picked and it only has one of the characters and it's not even their favorite character. Or one of their favorite characters. It's just like some random character that they don't care about. Yeah, Power Rangers season would be really boring. But I also don't like Power Rangers, so. Okay, but like the whole thing you're saying right now doesn't work. Because if you do an 80s cartoon, what TMNT character are you picking? Can't pick any of the main ones. They're all already in the game. So why even put them in the past? Transformers, same thing. Almost all the main characters of Transformers are in the game already. So you can't pick any of them. G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes is already in the game, so who are you going to pick? I'm not a big fan of G.I. Joe, so I don't actually know. But I know there's more than just Snake Eyes, but, you know. You start getting into a weird thing. You start getting into a funk where it's like, you gotta just pick a series. If you start trying to, pick and choose which characters are going to be in this theoretical massive 80s cartoon season, you start having to go, okay, well, but I can only do one. This series, whatever, I don't know, is has 2 main characters, but I can only pick one. So why even do it? That's kind of what I'm saying, is like, you start having to pick and choose, and it starts feeling like you're leaving people out. Yeah, Gumball would be really hard to do, I think. I think you could do Gumball skin. I think you could do some Gumball skins, but you'd have to pick Um, yeah, you'd have to be very picky with that one, and I don't think it could be a season. An Elmore map would be cool though. I would love that. I'm kind of hoping that they do something like I really think Ballistic would be a really great place for something like that. Um, like you can just have a map and like a character or two. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think Ballistic and Reload and Blitz are great places for stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that that's a thing that they kind of go for. Donald Mustard is not a part of Fortnite at all anymore. He doesn't work on the game anymore. But to be fair, I think if he was still working on the game, we wouldn't have got a Simpsons season at all, and the idea for this entire Adventure Time thing wouldn't have ever even happened. So Donald Mustard can go away. I don't care. Way too many people are like, Donald Mustard is God. Way too many people care way too much about that guy. Yeah, but I don't think you can. I don't think you really want to do a food season either. Like, who cares? Like, who's gonna buy that? Most food places don't even have mascots anymore. Like 10, 20 years ago, that would be a great idea. A season with Ronald McDonald and the Burger King and like the Wendy's girl and stuff. That would be awesome. But like right now, they don't even like KFC barely even uses Colonel Sanders anymore. Like who even cares, bro? Nobody care. Nobody out there cares. As sad as that is, I do think a Ronald McDonald skin would be crazy, and I do think a Ronald McDonald skin specifically would sell pretty well. But yeah. He-Man and Thundercats. I have like all the OG He-Man toys somewhere, sitting somewhere. They like didn't know how to merge plastic or something, and it has rubber as its hinges. It's kind of wacky. Or it's higher quality for the time. I actually don't know. It feels really cheap though. Pepsi, dude. Pepsi Man would actually be peak. This season, the season we're describing now would be peak, but I don't think it's something that they would do. I don't think it would work for them. I don't think enough people would care. Like I said, like 10 years ago, everyone would be buying it. But we're not 10 years ago, we're now. So I don't think it would do very well now. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think Ronald McDonald will probably eventually come to the game. Just to be real with you, didn't they just do a UEFN collab? Didn't they just have a UEFN map not that long ago? So they're aware. They're aware of the game. They're noting it down. Thoughts on a Fortnite movie / TV show? Nickelodeon? Yeah. SpongeBob would be cool. We already kind of had an Avatar season. Sort of. A Minecraft season would go hard. Could you imagine they make the map? Like, it's not procedurally generated or anything. It is just the map is the same every time. But could you imagine? Well, actually, it would be cool if it was procedurally generated. But could you imagine if it had, like, it was made out of blocks and you could destroy the blocks and you could destroy the actual whole island? Maybe it has like a base layer at the bottom. But yeah. Yeah, the map is literally Minecraft blocks that you break. It would actually be really cool if they could procedurally generate it. Like, they had. Oh my god. That would be the coolest season of Fortnite ever. A procedurally generated Minecraft world every time you load in. But like the POIs are the same and they're roughly in the same place. But the map itself is different every time. Peak. It's peak. It's peak. Anyway, that's the next video. After this one, we're definitely going to talk about that in a video. Maybe. Ender pearls. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Because Fortnite already has a day-night cycle, and it already knows when it's day-night. Like, it actually has like a check in the game to know if it's day or night. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. That is happening. They should do that. Oh my god. And then we get Jack Black in the game. We get the cool thing that I've been talking about since the Minecraft movie was happening, where you get Jack Black as a skin, and as a style you get actual real Steve. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, it's actually perfect. I don't even care about any other collab now. Yeah, that has to happen. Adventure Time is up on my list, and now Minecraft is up there. Minecraft might be higher than Adventure Time now that we're talking about it. I don't know what else you would even do. I don't even care. What else would you even do? They have to do it. They have to fight GTA 6 now. Because this season that we're in right now, the Simpsons season, was originally the we're gonna fight, against the GTA season, or the GTA release. But now it's going to be next year, so they have to come up with something even better. And a Minecraft season with a procedurally generated map, with mobs and a bunch of items and an upgrade system where you actually have to mine for stuff to upgrade your weapons and stuff. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's literally perfect. It's literally perfect. Yeah, GTA 6 is never coming out. But I'm just saying they have to prepare for it. And this would be it. This would be the thing to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. And they don't even have to come up with some BS thing where it's like, oh, well, the shard mixed the Simpsons with. They don't have to do that. They can just go to a Minecraft world, and it just happens to be an island. It's perfect, and they can do the thing. Okay, so So I love this now, and we're switching the whole topic of the stream to that. I'm gonna keep doing this, but that is what we're talking about. Oh my god, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. It's literally perfect. We gotta get this made. We have to get this made. This is perfect. Oh my god. Insane. I don't know enough about Minecraft Dungeons to know what weapons you're talking about specifically. Ender Dragon boss? Yeah, why not? Why not? Just literally just poured it into the game. Just it literally straight from Minecraft into the game, and it drops like a mythic Ender Pearl or something. Ride horses? Yeah, why not? Yeah, put it in the game. They had the raptors. Just copy that code, more or less. Change it a little bit. Yeah, we've literally come up with the best season of Fortnite ever. We literally just came up with it in 2 seconds. Fortnite, if you're listening, please, for the love of God, this is the coolest thing ever. And Steve's arms aren't supposed to bend, so he can't be a skin. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Just do it anyway. I think we have to lock in and do this. I think we have to lock in and make that happen somehow. Mob spawn and they drop items. Yes. Yes. And they can have a crafting system. It doesn't need to be obviously as robust as actual Minecraft, but have like, you need 2 gunpowder and you can make a TNT block. Something like that. And there's not like a crafting table, or maybe there is. You can have crafting tables around. Why not? Yeah, it's peak. Yeah, it's perfect. And maybe you can't do a procedurally generated world. That's okay. You don't have to. That's not important. Yeah. Simplify it like way down, where it's like, you can upgrade your weapon with a diamond and it goes to diamond, or with iron and it goes to iron. Yeah, just like how Smash does it. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of the items wouldn't even be craftable. Like the Inner Pearl, you can't craft the Inner Pearl. You have to get that. The only like craftable like item outside of like upgrading your tools would be like TNT or like an elytra maybe or something. It's literally peaked. It's literally we have invented peak Fortnite. We have invented peak Fortnite, and it's not even real. It's not even real. And I'm sad I'm doing this now. I'm sad I'm doing Adventure Time now, because now I want to do that. Now I'm sad. I'm gonna do the Adventure Time one first because I've already started it. But we're totally in like a month. We're totally doing the Minecraft one, and I'm not kidding. We're gonna finish this one as quickly as humanly possible, make the video, and then make the Minecraft one immediately. Like the same day, I'll be streaming the Minecraft one. Oh my god, dude. We gotta make that immediately. Steve, Alex for sure. Jesse, yeah, I know Jesse. I don't know enough about if the other one's also from that game. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that happens every time I do a concept stream. Actually, yeah. Okay, this looks good. Alright, that looks good enough. I don't even care. Okay, where did the... It's the first one, right? It is the first one, yep. That's how gliders look, right? Come with me, and you'll be in a world. No, stop. Work. Work with me. Work with me, baby. There we go. Okay. Glider. Dude, a Maya style skin, or like a, not Maya because can't change her, but like a skin where you can customize it would be really cool. Wonka. Wonka, 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 Wonka. We love Wonka in this house. All three of them. All three movies. All three Willy Wonka movies. They're all telling the same story except for the third one. Okay, so we have the glider, which is actually the first slot because I'm a dumb idiot moron that doesn't know how to read. Okay. What is next? We need another spray. I spent so long in that other spray. I might just do the dragon version. I know it's kind of a cop-out, but whatever. I don't care. Whatever, I don't care. I do what I want. Am I gonna have to go like actually into the episode and find one? Oh wait, no, this is a cool one. Wait, this is a sick one. Look at this. Look at this sick nasty. Look at this sick nasty thing I'm about to put on the screen. Oh, there's dogs in the way. Get out of the way, dogs. Sick nasty. Oh wait, this is a spray, right? Maybe not. Hold on. Is this from an episode? I don't want to steal this if it's not actually in the episode. It doesn't look like it's from the episode. And I have no way to really check right now, so. We will leave this blank for now. We will come back to this. We'll just leave that there. I mean, we could just stick this in here and just whatever. Yeah, we'll just stick it in there. Whatever. I need the wall again because I got rid of it. Uh, please just go away. Yeah, that worked good enough. Whatever. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, good enough. Good enough for me. This fin looks freaking sick, by the way. I love this fin. I think it's fan art. I think it is too. That's why I'm not going to use it. It looks very close, but I don't think that there's a shot like that in the actual episode. So I'm not going to use it. I'm not even going to go check. I'm just not going to use it. They look sick nasty. And I love it. Hey, look, it's... Hey, look. Hey, look. The best ship in the show? But they're also evil. Oh, whoops. So, Dula, were you here when we were doing the Minecraft bit where we were talking about how cool a Minecraft season would be? Because I'm not even joking. Like that's the next one we're doing. I'm not joshing around. I'm being for real. I think I might round this out. Actually, no, it looks fine. Wither boss on the map. Wither boss that randomly spawns on the map sometimes? Yeah. Or like the gods in the god season. You like go up to the wither thing and you place the last head on and it spawns them. Yeah. Yeah, it's peak. Yeah, it's peak and it destroys builds so you can't build. Yeah, it's peak. Yeah, it's peak. I feel sick, like, that I'm not allowed to do this right now. I'm sick that I'm not allowed to do this concept right now. I'm stuck doing stupid Adventure Time. What? Why is this on this layer? Oh, yeah, it is supposed to be. Okay, what's next? Another loading screen. Another loading screen. You know, I grabbed this thinking I was getting a loading screen, so I'll probably have to find another loading screen. We could spoil the new Fiona and Cake episode for everybody, and I can just take something from that. Avert your eyes. Actually, we'll do it last. We'll do it last. Because I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'll do it last, and I'll change the screen to something else so nobody has to see it. Just in case, because I know somebody in here hasn't seen it yet. Not pointing fingers, but... The Wither, I don't... We could just do the Wither and the Inner Dragon. We don't gotta get crazy. Two's enough. Two's enough, probably. Okay, so that's gonna be the loading screen. I'll wait till the end to do that. Contrail poop. Contrail. That should be easy, but I don't want to make it like. Yeah, yeah. Bank. I typed blank, but it didn't register the L. Fun times, fun times. Wow, that is tiny. Yay. Oh yeah, Witherstorm, but that would have to be like, that couldn't be a boss. It's like way too massive. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dude, we could go all out for this. Because we're not actually making it, so it's okay. We're not actually coding it into the game, so it's okay. We can just say whatever we want and pretend like it makes sense. Oh, poop. I try to be somewhat realistic with these concepts for games, but sometimes you have to just say things that are cool and just go with it. Oh, dude, I suck at this. I suck. I double suck. I triple suck. What are we doing here? Okay, there we go. Villagers as NPCs. Yeah, well, also skins, but yeah. That would be really cursed, actually. How would you do... Wait, give me 1 second. You do it like these guys. You do it, and there's one with Doc Ock. You do it like these guys, where they don't use their arms, and they have arms on the sides. The question is, what would you use for their arms, though? Anyway. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They reskin gold to be emeralds. Yes, dude. We're thinking. We're thinking. we're peaking. Is what I'm saying. Pistons. Yeah, but it needs to work like a Fortnite arm. They're just gonna bend and it's gonna look weird and it's gonna just be whatever. You're just gonna go with it. You just gotta live with it a little. You gotta live a little. Yeah. I guess we can just do it fire, but I don't. It's so lame. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna do fire, whatever. Where did this even go? Where did I even put this? I'm not this stupid, right? Okay, we found it. This one should be on the third one. It should be here. Okay. Pistons would be cool. I was gonna say, like, what if they had like a little iron golem on their back, and it had arms, like really long arms. This is very lame. But, whatever. Enchanted golden apples. There's a lot you could do. And I don't want to... It shouldn't be everything. It shouldn't be every idea we come up with, because then it's just too much. But... Golden apples definitely, though, for sure. It would need to be like the Simpsons season where there's a bunch of different, like, every aspect of Fortnite is slightly changed a little bit at least, or added to. This is the lamest thing I can come up with, but, I mean, like, what else am I supposed to do for that? I mean, it could be something else, but whatever. Yeah, they would definitely do some Fortnite DLC, but I wouldn't be going into that because I don't really care. Okay, what's next after the contrail? Or the contrail should be number 4. Yeah, that's why I put it there in the first place. Smartest guy in the world, everybody. It's not me. I'll tell you that much. Because that's where the loading screen is going to go. Because we're going to do it last. So that way people can avert their eyes. Or whatever. Because I think I'm going to do... Yeah. What is after that? A wrap. Okay, cool. There's never a good wrap template. It's always just horrible. Is there just like a white wrap? I guess this is as good as we're gonna get. Alright. We can either base it off of her armor, or we can base it off of her colors. And if we're peak in the Minecraft season, if we're peaking in that season, we would do animated shorts just like the Simpsons thing, but it wouldn't be animated. It would be real footage of Minecraft with the Fortnite characters as Minecraft skins. If we're being peak about it. Which I could actually make those. Because you can just put whatever skin you want on a character. So you can just make a skin. And it would look close enough. I think we're just going to do something like a design based on her like crystal thing or something. Actually, that's perfect. That's actually the exact perfect design. Wait a second. I'm not even a big Minecraft fan. But this is so cool. We gotta do this. Dude, I suck at drawing. Okay. Cool. Okay. I kind of like this wrap. Villainous collab. Yeah, I think we've talked about that one before. I don't know. It'd probably be fine. I probably wouldn't care that much, but it'd be cool, I guess. Boop. Well, I guess that wouldn't. I guess it'd just be right here then. And the rest of it would be this color. Something like that. Wait, it's the same color, dude. Okay, we're gonna do this and then we'll fill it in. It's not got proper perspective 100%, but it looks good enough. You won't be able to notice. It won't be on the screen and then like for people to analyze or anything. Secret skin for the Adventure Time season. We're doing Fiona as of right now. It could change. I was between Lemon Grab and then Huntress Wizard, but then I was like, wait a second. Lemon Grab just makes more sense as an item shop skin, just point blank, because usually in these seasons, or in most seasons in general, I think when there's a collab character, if they have two styles, it's not just a color swap, and for Lemon Grab it would be. So, especially the secret skin. Fiona without cake, nah. You'll see. We might not get to it today, but you'll see. You will see. The item shop is going to go nuts for people that already own the characters. The ones that are already in the game. Basically what I'm going to do is Finn is going to get a Fern style because it would literally be nothing. They wouldn't have to do anything. It would literally be colors. And then cake style for Jake. Yep. Because the only thing they have to change is like the muzzle, and they have to add a tail, and that would be it. And Fern, same deal. You just chop the ears, and everything else is I guess you'd have to change the face area, because I think that is modeled, but everything else is not modeled. Everything else on Finn and Jake are texture, so it would be a really small amount of work that you'd actually have to do. Yeah. Insane that Finn doesn't have a metal arm style. Yeah. That'll probably be a part of it. I was going to say it would be really cool if you did like, because the way the Simpsons and the Star Wars one works is like every drop was like an event. They did like a big thing for each drop, or like at least each set of drops in the shop or in the game. And what I was going to say is have a couple different swords for Finn in the shop. Do like a big pickaxe drop for him. So you can get the grass sword, you get the whatever sword. Blue alien Jake. Yeah. Could just do both and just say whatever. Who cares? It's my concept. I can do what I want. We can just do it. I was gonna say at least drop the grass sword. What I was gonna say was just have it be a style for the OG sword. But like, where's the fun in that? Just have 10 or whatever swords just in the shop, and you can just buy. And they're a bundle. It's a bundle. They're like 300 a pop, or you can get the bundle for like whatever, however much. And you just have all the swords. I don't know why I do this in perspective instead of just making it flat, but whatever. Whoops. Okay. You think Adult Finn is a real possibility for the game? I don't know. I think they would do new characters before they do Finn again. Sadly. I don't even like the Adult Finn design, to be honest with you. I think Finn should be a very simple looking design. And when you start, and the reason I say that is because if you put him in a position where he's getting geared up or something like that, it doesn't work if he's already geared up. And I think the beard is too much. IMO. And the shirt. Really just honestly, it's probably just the shirt. The shirt is too much for me. Yeah, I think I just particularly do not care for it, this design. But I'm sure there's people that do. And those people are cool. You can do that. I don't think Farm World Finn would get in before. Well, unless we're talking like Ice Finn, like Ice and Farm World Finn, not adult Farm World Finn. I think OG Farm World Finn plus Ice King Farm World Finn, maybe. Yeah. I think Adult Finn would be a cool skin, though. I just wouldn't probably buy it. Adult Finn with Farm World style. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Doesn't make any sense, but yes. I think that wrap's good. I think it's a cool wrap. Thoughts on the wrap? I think that wrap's actually dope. Danny Phantom collab? I'm not a Danny Phantom fan, so I don't really care. But sure. I was holding you guys hostage until somebody said it was nice, so thank you, Dulo, for doing that. Definitely wasn't like taking a small second to talk to you guys or anything. Now we have the easiest one of all. Watch this. Watch as the reputable chef Gordon Ramsay. Has anybody else seen that? Am I the only person on earth that has seen those videos? They were like all over my timeline for a little while. My YouTube shorts, whatever it's called. Also, I've left this pink, the background pink. We can change the background color. I think we want to change it to like a dark blue or something. like this dark blue, like this specific dark blue right here. Maybe. We have to go in and do every single color individually, though, which is annoying. But it helps me keep it organized, so I don't care. What are we thinking? Is this a good color? I don't think this is a good color at all. Music design should change with the season. I think it should have changed with the Simpsons season, and it should have changed with the Star Wars season, and it should change with this season. But I'm not gonna change it just because why would I do that? I'm not gonna go through the effort to do that. But I think that they should have done that. I think that would have been cool. DreamWorks collab. Yeah, I don't care. You're gonna if you ask me about like IPs and stuff, a lot of time you're gonna hear me go, I don't care. Because I just don't. Okay, well, I think blue is a good color, but I think this is the wrong blue. I think that's the wrong blue. Maybe like a cyan. Maybe like a dark cyan. Maybe like a slightly lighter cyan. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that's a good one. Yeah, that's our color right there, I think. Oops. It does make some of that blue stuff kind of hard to see, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Clarence dollars. Clarence season win? Clarence season now. Alright. Oh, and we need a flame princess. Armor. Yeah, I can spell armor correctly. Okay, so we have this one, which will be the background one. Where is my mouse? There it is. Do we need to do a red style of this? We don't need to do a red style of this, do we? Does she ever use them red? I mean, it would make more. It would go with the skin better if it was red. But I think it would look better. I hate when colors don't match. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing this instead of another loading screen. And you can't stop me because I'm doing it anyway. Do like that color. I like how everyone said nah, and I went, nah, I'm doing it anyway. Let's go orange. You'll go to my house. You have 10 seconds to get to my house to stop me. Can I want it this color. Can we get it this color? There we go. Now it looks weird, but I'm doing it anyway. Now I'm regretting the decision. I don't know if I actually like it or not. What if we do red? Too red. I don't know. Okay. I'll see you in 3 days. Okay. So this is Flame Princess. I'm gonna save this as a new file. We're gonna put it in a new folder. Adventure Time. And we're gonna call it FP. Lapis Lazuli victim. My bad. What are you talking about? Dude, I love going on Twitter and then you see Blorzen react to something that everyone else has already seen. Okay, let's do Ice King next. Wait, who should we do next? I think we have time for one more. We probably won't even finish both pages. We'll just do one more page. We have, we need to do Ice King or Fiona. Yeah, Fiona would be harder to do, probably. Yeah, we'll do Ice King. And then I'll probably do some stuff on my own, offline, like later in the day, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. Gunter mascot, yeah. Not even a sidekick. He's just a mascot. Oh, we could use this sick. We could use this sick multiverses concept that everyone's seen. Oh, here we go. Guys, we got it. Here we go. You ready? Just gonna leave that there for you guys. There's not a lot of good images of Ice King, of him just like standing normal. I kind of thought this would be easier, but it's really not. Like, I think this one's good, but I don't like that he's sad. I don't want him to be sad. Yeah, plushy Gunter, yeah. Plushy Gunter with the Orgalorg style. Also plushy. That'd actually kind of be good because the colors would kind of go with the crown. Ricardiolus style? Wait, what? I don't actually know the reference you're making. I'm just gonna make him happy and then stick it in there and whatever, who cares? It's kind of cursed without the mouth. Ricardia. Oh, yeah. I don't know why that was not in... I was reading that... I was reading that like a different word completely. Just Photoshop a realistic mouth, like one of those SpongeBob memes. I should have done this differently, because now it's going to be kind of hard. Does that look... He looks nervous. Yeah, I'm going to fix the eyes, too. Oh, that just looks creepy. That looks worse, actually. We're going to leave those there. Do you have more than pixels? Nah, it's not going to be the big one. It's going to go over here. Oh, you know what? It's kind of tiny baby. Well, whatever. I thought it was bigger than that. It's really not that big. It's fine, though. I think we are going to delete these. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, that looks fine. We'll see what this looks like sticking it over here, but I don't know. It might not be very good. It might be too small. Oh, yeah, it looks horrible. Dude. People hate Ice King up in this house. There's no good, like, normal looking Ice King images. They're all him making weird faces, which, I mean, makes sense, but... Well, here's a higher res version of that image, but it's really not that much higher res. We might be finding like a gross, nasty image. They're all him like screaming. It's oh wait. We may have found it, boys. We may have found a good one, boys. Possibly. Let's see. It's not really. I'll just make his eyes open. Yeah. I tried searching for a couple different things, but nothing seemed to exist. That was why is it deleting so much of the line? It's like way more than it should be. What in the world? There we go. Kind of dumb. Okay, I can live with that. Excuse me. Okay. I'm okay with like a weird face one for the lobby pose, but usually they don't do stuff like that for the little icons. So okay. But he's also usually making poses and stuff. I don't even know. And they don't. I tools size large, and everything is either artwork of somebody else's or yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess this would work. Kinda. Maybe we should have started with Simon. I'll change his face a little bit. And it'll work fine. It doesn't need to be fully erased because it's sitting in a background. It doesn't look bad. This was quite literally the largest image of it. I'm surprised that Flame Princess has higher res images than he does. I feel like he's a lot more popular of a character. Actually, I think I might be done. I don't know. Let's just see what else we got. What else we got here? Roxanne's Wolf's first appearance is in Freddy in space. Yeah. Yeah. Isu. Yeah. Okay, what else do we need here? Yeah, I think it might be done. A lot of the stuff I want to do right now, I'm going to do later, so. And I got to eat and stuff. And I got to leave and go to work, so. I don't know. I might be back on here later next week. I try to get all my school stuff done before Friday so I can stream Friday, which is what happened this week. But that doesn't always mean that that's what's going to happen, so. I don't know. We shall see. I will see you guys next time. Maybe next week. I don't know. Who needs eating when you have doors? This is true. We made good progress though. We made good progress. We did Flame Princess's both pages. So shouldn't be that bad. The battle passes are always harder to do because there's emoticons and sprays and stuff that I have to come up with. But in the item shop, I can just do the skin and like a pickaxe. I'm probably for the two mashups, I'll probably end up doing. I'll just draw them, and I'm not gonna do anything else. I'll draw them. I might make like a second style, and then that'll be it. I might do some. I had some cool ideas for him, like a cool pickaxe maybe or something. But I don't really have very many ideas for the vampire one. I do want to do a vampire. I don't know if it needs to be Guff. I don't know. Well, okay. I really am done. I will see you guys later. Peace out.